what is really happening here? Is it the industrialized nation that created it? Is it us what we created the whole thing? Is it just using just machines? In fact, it's not. It's the way we thought about the design. Today, we're supposed to think of a completely different thing. Let me go back a bit more. If what we had in here, all the way through, was a bit more saturated with ethics and with more sort of creativity, with more fairness, with more emotional intelligence, I don't think we would reach this level at all. There is no connection between different nations properly, and that's one of the main issues as well. Now, this is the CO2 map issued by The Guardian, and you can see here that's changing, it's becoming different. And I will explain later on what does it mean. People saw it as CO2 emission, and that's basically it. But look at this. We talked about Africa. This is Africa with the CO2 emission here. Alright, China, but per head is much less. We talk about here. You see it in this place, 4% and nearly 23% of the CO2 emission. Something needs to be tackled in a different way. I always like to go back to definitions. Now, sustainability, how it was defined. We've heard it so many times since the 1790s from Thomas Jefferson. I'm not going to go through it. Roosevelt, again, he had some of his views. Till the last that we heard about sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future or the future generations to meet their own needs. Is that enough? I don't think so. But again, we have a problem. The problem is because the number of issues that we have faced. Sustainability, as you know, environmental issues, social issues, economical issues, and they grow. And they exist in every single place. Sometimes we think about them as separate, but they're not. If we talk about environmental issues, people are talking about biodiversity, air, water, soil pollution. Then the list starts to grow. Energy, environment, land degradation, toxins, waste, depletions, fishing. This is growing more and more. So here, the more we go into the details, we feel that we're having a problem to face. And our way of approach, not being holistic, we go into every single detail, not keep on thinking about the bigger picture. This is very important to deal with. As I said, parametric design, you have to go into every single detail. But the way we approach things, I've been trained